parents. I hope you guys had a great week. I also hope you received my email earlier this week where we announced that Fairfield Christian School campuses will not be open for the remainder of this school year. That's because Solano County extended the shelter at home order through May 17th. Our school year was supposed to end on May 19th, so that pretty much wipes out the remainder of this school year. In terms of being on campus, obviously education continues through distance learning. We want to make sure students are continuing to learn, continuing to make progress. We want them very well prepared for next school year, which at this point, we assume things will be normal going into next school year. Our calendar, our starting date, all that kind of stuff, we are keeping in place. Everything I'm hearing, even from Governor Newsom, is that he expects schools to be back in by July. Now, that's primarily for public schools. He wants public schools to start early to make up for the time that they missed during this last semester. But for us at Fairfield Christian School, we have continued to have content and curriculum going home to students. Students have done a great job of making sure they're working and keeping up on their work so that students will be able to pretty flawlessly move into the next grade next school year. Obviously, the beginning of next school year, we'll probably do a little bit of review right at the beginning of the school year and make sure everybody's where they need to be before we jump in with new stuff and start moving forward. But like I said, for the most part, our students should be pretty good moving into the next grade level next school year when we start in August. Now, there may need to be some changes to some protocols and procedures when we have students back on campus. The state's kind of figuring out what they're going to do. We'll also figure out what we want to do. The biggest priority is keeping students safe, but also realize that the number of students that we're working with is very different than the number of students public schools are working with. For example, just yesterday I had some communication with some staff over at Rodriguez High School. They've got almost 2,000 students on their campus. That means they've got a lot of different things that they're worrying about than what we have to worry about. So when you hear stuff going on in public schools, don't always assume that also applies to Fairfield Christian School. Again, the numbers are very different. Sometimes the criteria is very different for what they need to accomplish versus what we need to accomplish. Obviously, safety is the ultimate goal in everything. We want to make sure that everybody's safe. So again, going into next school year, we may have to adjust some of the things that are going on. Obviously, we're researching that and looking into that right now. We'll have more details on that as we move forward. In addition, because we will no longer have students on campus for the rest of this school year, I do realize there are a lot of students that still have things on campus. In regards to that, on May 15th, we're going to have a pickup day. So teachers over the next couple of weeks will be gathering things together for individual students, putting things into a bag labeled for that individual student. And on May 15th, we will have a drive-through pickup where you as families can drive in. You'll be able to collect the belongings of that student and be able to get those home. If you have specific things that you want teachers to look out for, please email your child's homeroom teacher so that teacher can be on the lookout for those specific things so they can make sure they get in that child's bag for that pickup on May 15th. We'll have more details about that as we get a little bit closer. But this school year is not done yet. We've still got some great things going on. Obviously, all the education, we still want students learning and moving forward like I talked about before. But we also want to make sure that we have some areas of connection and some areas of community. So next week is going to be Spirit Week for Fairfield Christian School. We usually obviously have these on campus where students get a chance to get out of dress code and dress up for very specific themes. But we're going to have a Spirit Week next week. So as your kids dress up next week, make sure you take pictures of those. Send those in. We'll include those in our Friday chapel video next Friday. All throughout the week, when our teachers dress up, they'll be taking pictures of themselves. We'll be putting that on our social media pages so we can laugh at the staff a little bit, but have a good time. But we'll all be able to come around this central event and have a really good time next week. So real quickly, on Monday, it's May the 4th be with you Monday. So we want kids to dress up in their favorite sci-fi or futuristic outfits. Personally, I'll be wearing my tinfoil hats so that the aliens cannot read my mind. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. It's not all centered around tacos, but food in general. Wear your favorite food-inspired clothing. So, I don't know, you want to dress like a pig in a blanket, you want to dress as a blueberry, whatever it is. Just if you got a shirt that talks about your favorite food, wear that shirt. Taco Tuesday, favorite food-inspired clothing. Wednesday will be Red Carpet Wednesday. Listen, a lot of people are just hanging out in their pajamas, sweatpants, but on Wednesday we want people to get up, get dressed up, all fancy. it'll be nice to get out of pajamas for once, right? Get dressed up, take those pictures, send those in to us. We love seeing, it's Red Carpet Wednesday is always a big hit when we do it for Spirit Week on campus. Hopefully it's a big hit for students when they're off campus as well. Thursday will be Throwback Thursday. I'm kind of partial to the 80s. That's the generation I grew up in. But whatever decade you'd like, have your child dress up in some sort of outfit. And again, take pictures, send those in. And then Friday, listen, every Spirit Week, I get kids asking for this day. We don't do it on campus because it gets a little problematic, but it's the perfect time to do Pajama Day. That's right, Pajama Day on Friday next week. Listen, kids are probably already in their pajamas all day anyway, so it's an easy one. So Pajama Day next Friday. Who knows, maybe I'll do chapel in pajamas next Friday. But a Spirit Week next week, so that information will also go out to students tomorrow in the chapel video, and it'll be out in the Sunday newsletter as well. So look out for that next week. Spirit Week, hopefully we'll have a little fun dressing up during the week. Listen, Teacher Appreciation Day is also coming up. Make sure, even if it's just a little quick email or a note, please send something to your child's homeroom teacher. They have been working extremely hard. This is not a vacation for them. This is not a bunch of time off where they're just, sitting at home, sipping sweet tea and just relaxing. These teachers are working hard. And during all different hours. I know most of the teachers have hours not only during the day, but in the evenings, because they realize sometimes parents aren't available during the day, so they have things available in the evenings. These teachers are working extremely hard to make sure that your child still has an opportunity to grow and learn during this time. So please, if you get a chance, just send a nice little, quick little note or email to your child's teacher just to thank them and just to encourage them. I can tell you, talking to a video camera all the time is not the same as when you get to see people face to face. Even though I'm on Zoom with students and I get to see them through the computer, it's still not the same as being able to see them every day on campus. It can be a little dejecting a little bit. You're disconnected. Even though we're connected electronically, it's still not the same. So a word of encouragement goes a long way. So please, send those words of encouragement to teachers. I know that they will appreciate it. All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. If you guys need anything, let us know. We want to try to help as much as we can. Obviously, these are very trying times for everybody, including for us here at Fairfield Christian School. Things are difficult and a lot harder than they normally are because things just aren't normal. But we want to try to do the best, and we still want to try to help people as much as we can. All right? Continue to go to church. Stay connected with your church. It's incredibly important. I know most churches are going online right now, and while that feels different, the Holy Spirit, it doesn't matter if you're in a separate building or whether the Holy Spirit is in your home. Hopefully the Holy Spirit is in you, but the same Spirit is in your home that is going to be in that church, and you can still connect with God every day. But also, don't disconnect from your church body. The church body is there to edify and strengthen one another. Make sure you're staying connected with those other people in church. It is incredibly important, and it will help get us through this difficult time during this just weird, wacky situation. All right, stay safe. Hope to see you guys sooner rather than later. God bless.